about the circles?
If your circle is a camera circle, fuck, I don't know how to words. Hello.
What's a camera?
Just making sure everything
cameras
looks
are
good.
circles, Foos.
Also 5.
Means we're live.
We're live. We are live. Hello, we're back with Task Team M. This episode's gonna be a little bit shorter. We had to start a little bit later, and I'm gonna do my darndest to make sure we stop on time. But either way, just happy to be here. It's all Flandy's fault. Is essentially.
Get out of here! I was ready.
I don't know if it's your camera or you're slouching or something, but it's just like barely chin on camera, which makes it even funnier.
It's halfling Flandy.
Halfling Flandy, there you go. But yeah, we're back. We're gonna do our usual, which is let our lovely cast introduce themselves and who they're playing to. Oh no! Oh, this is the standing desk shenanigans. Okay, you're just disappearing. But yeah, we'll let our cast introduce themselves, and then we'll get back into this bitch. I'm gonna start with Nennis because he's typing and looking away from the screen. So what are you doing, Nennis?
I was posting in our Discord, or about to. Anyway, I lost my chain of thought. Well, we're introducing ourselves. I'm Nennis. I play a dope-ass little kobold alchemist who's fresh out of anything of use right now, and he's not happy about it. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Friday will be our first Pathfinder Alkenstar remix going down, so we'll be doing that, some Wild West action. Join us for some real bad, or at least for me, Western accents. It's going to be good times. So yeah, it's good times. And my sister, I was like, hey, we're doing an outlaw gunslinger type thing. Who's like, I got you, Druid. Awesome.
My favorite part about that artwork was, guess whose character is whose?
Fucking for real. The best was Nennis was like, you know what, I deserve this, because when you did Awakenings and you were like, give me some sad boys, I gave you a Skaven, so... like, you had this coming.
Yeah, no, I deserve this, 100%. I fired first in this fight. Yeah, that's the end of me, and I'm going to pass it off to Rev, man. You curly... I can't call you bastard yet because I haven't gotten to the point where I've name called you yet. But you hop in.
Yell.
Your curly hair too. I don't know if you can cut. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'm Rev, and I'm here tonight playing Bumic, a Tortle Sorlock, who's also a chef and smuggler on the side. He's here helping keep this party fed. Sometimes the only person who can talk in a given situation, and and is really at this point hoping to not die down here because I'm hurting. Other than that, throughout the week you can find me over on my Twitch channel playing a variety of games, mostly Dragon Age right now because Veilguard comes out next week and the countdown is real, and so we'll see. On that Monday, every other Monday, we play Pathfinder on my channel, where Foozca is a wonderful player that people mistake to be a druid. So, you know, it works that you're going to play a druid in Pathfinder now.
I also got a caster.
Yeah, and there's no casters in this party. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's me. That's the quick and dirty. I'm going to hand it over to Joe.
No, I didn't even think about making a character out of revenge or making a caster in retaliation for the Skaven. Low magic, I should have been like, oh, you wanted a marshal? Here's a goddamn Sorlock. How's that feel? How's it feel, man? How's it feel? Anyway. Joe.
Never too late.
I'm playing Victor. He's mostly a cleric, partially a monk, but he acts like a monk who's partially a cleric. And he's just here to see justice done by beating all the criminals to just unconsciousness or beyond. Yeah, but I'll be here for Friday Outlaw stuff, and I'm here for Saturday Difficult Terrain stuff, and every other Sunday, and this Sunday is one of those every other Sundays. Yes. I'm playing Mass Effect on my channel, My Cosmic God, doing Mass Effect with RNG, making all the decisions. I fight the gunfights, and then anytime there's a skill point, dialogue tree, got to pick somebody to come on the mission, what order we do the missions in, all decided by RNG. It's made some bold choices, and we'll continue to see if it continues its love affair with Cerberus. I hope not. But that's me and my things. So, Kit.
Hi, Comic Kid. You'll see me here every now and then. I am playing Bert, this guy right here, big ass gray Goliath Barbarian. As always, I have a great weapon master on. That's not coming off. I like that. He likes to hack at stuff. He's good pals with Merp. And the last time he had a spider climb, and he loved having spider climb, so he's very happy right now. All right. Who has not gone? Flendissimo?
Correct.
Duh.
Please go, sir.
I don't want to.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay.
I have
Like, sorry.
His name's Slendy.
Yeah, I like
he
that.
likes
Go ahead.
pizza.
Keep going.
He's a big fan. Likes big hats and big trucks. He plays a snake man who's very snaky, and has made some questionable decisions, but kind of came through in the last fight. We're very excited about that. But yeah, that's Flanty. He likes he streams sometimes. He likes all kinds of games. He has probably the most scandalous facial hair in our group of friends, and I think that's where I'm going to end it. Yeah.
You missed one key phrase that I have to say on Snake Boy Day.
What's that?
Oh.
I must think it's
Sanders,
snake.
what kind of? Yeah, I was like, what
Sneaky
kind of snake is he?
He's a sneaky
He's a
snake.
sneaky
Yeah.
snake.
All right. He's a snacky snake.
He's a stinky snake.
Snaky snake.
Oh, I assumed you were saying snacky snake, and that's why you're thoughtless.
Yeah.
How delicious!
Ah.
Body
The
staring
realization to the hand was beautiful for me, and I don't care what happens the rest of the night. I got what I needed.
That's a joke victory.
I got what I needed. He says.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna call it out,
God.
bye guys.
I gotta go.
He is a sleepy danger noodle.
Oh, yeah, these are my lovely players tonight. Some of which are perhaps a little tired. I am also tired, so this is going to be very interesting as we have this night. But it should be fun also. Yeah, I'm Foos. I DM this lovely short series, and then I DM again on Saturdays. And then I'm going to be a druid in a low magic Wild West encounter with or environment with Nenders, and I'm very excited for it. Should be fun. Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll hop back into the recap and back into the shenanigans that are happening in this multi-dimensional underground crime ring. Good times. Lovely Task Team M is sent into, as mentioned, the multi-dimensional underground crime ring, looking for a particular person. Hi, Insomnia! They do not have the name of said person, but they have a description, and that they were supposed to meet Mukami a couple days before, but has since gone missing. Coming to this space, they were able to find out that definitely due to a marking that symbolizes two V's, two periods after each one, or a period after each one, that their lovely Ladlow was not indeed an inside man, but was instead marked overnight to be able to have an easier time coming into this place. Afterwards, they were able to kind of meet with two tabaxis, one of which was seemingly an undead version of themselves, where the other was very much alive, his name being Vale, and the other being Nap. We're able to meet with them and let them know that they will likely have some trouble getting through the rest of the space without being marked. We had two volunteers, Mumik and Tahatla, were both marked and basically sent on their merry way after that, knowing that they had two destinations where the important person would likely be, whether that is the arena to fight in it, to be fodder or entertainment, whatever that might be, and then also the experiments, where there seemed to be some meddling of soul experiments that are happening in the one end of this area. So deciding to go towards the experiments, they were given the directions by Vale and sent on their way. Making their way through, they found a wall that had numerous important names that perhaps are meant or intended targets or something of importance, as Nap's name was there, as well as other officials from various different cities, including the kings from Kimata Kimane, the city in which they all began their adventure. But they pushed forward and were warned of a place in which bodies were deposited and to not touch the bodies that were there. At the bottom of this pit were many, many skeletons, and across from the pit were a team of, I believe it was six or six individuals guarding this space. After a little bit of deliberation, the team, two of them at least, dimension doored over to the other side, had a very quick conversation, and then embarrassed my wizard for the rest of the fight. We had combat for that, the rest of this, which you guys reigned victorious. So thankfully, everyone made it out. People were a little banged up, a little bruised and beaten, but otherwise, with the silence spell only going down towards the end, it was a mostly quiet encounter, whatever that comfort that might bring. But we're going to pick up with the team.
It was silenced.
It was, well, not everyone was, though. Bumic was out for the whole time. So basically, you just heard Bumic like shuffling and casting spells. But otherwise, there's like no sounds for the most part. It's very quiet. But yeah, so we had our lovely combat where, again, you guys were victorious. We're going to be picking up with you guys right at the end of that. I do believe like silence was dropped. We're going to start looting. And if there's anything else that the team plans on doing at the moment. But before we do that, I have the pleasure of letting everyone know who won the inspiration rolls for tonight. So congratulations to Team Low Rollers, Joe and Nenners. The two of you are the winners of the inspiration tonight.
Nenners kicked out last session on this one or whatever. Get out of here.
Oh,
we should roll that d20 when we're only like 2 points away from succeeding. And then we got it.
Or roll it when you need a 1.
These two do have a record of not really. You're free. Yeah, it's the first time we haven't. You weren't voted in.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you roll a 1 if you're taking away a crit.
That's true too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, with that, we have our inspiration out. We have our recap done. I will move you guys back to the map where you beat all my boys, and we will pick up from there. That is the wrong map. Okay, good. Thank goodness. I almost dragged you guys to the wrong one. Don't scream. There's no reason to scream.
No, we're on the wrong map.
Oh, I see. I mean, maybe, but I don't think it's a screamable offense right now. But yes, we're picking up here. I do believe you told me you dropped your silence, so I could probably get rid of that.
Specifically after we got the spell silent. Let's focus off the wizard, yes.
His staff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's reaching for the staff?
Not me.
Looks like BMAC, based on the things posted.
Based on the things posted. Oh, that's true. I could just scroll up and see it. Yeah, loot the wizard staff. Got it. Take spell focus, then drop silence. Got it. Okay, I caught up. We're here. We're here.
Fooz's mission needs to be.
Bumic, as you go to reach for the staff, where did you get your tattoo again? The V.V.
It's like on my shoulder just before my shell, so that I can sneak it in.
Yeah, gotcha. As you start to reach for it, you start to feel that start to flare up a little bit. Not painfully, but just a heat comes from it immediately. And this happens, I would say, like as you are nearing it. So if Bumic wanted to, he could halt the process of reaching for said staff, but you definitely are aware of this.
I will get over to it and because Tahatla's already there, close to the body. Tahatla, could you grab me that staff?
I feel like he's ass deep in the assassin thing across from him. It's just like flipping shit out. I'm like, what? Sure.
As you reach for it, much like him, you start to feel your tattoo flare up in heat.
I think he's gonna pause without moving and then just glare at it.
Is there something wrong?
I know you know the answer to that question. And he'll just he'll grab the wizard's boot or something like that and use that to kick it towards him.
staff slides towards you.
You know what? I'll cast Mage's Hand and have the
Okay.
Mage Hand pick it up.
Absolutely. You're able to do so as you do. Picking it up, you can see that it mostly looks like a metallic silver staff, though beautifully crafted and clearly magical of some kind. As it kind of loops around towards the top, there seems to be what looks like an owl figurine at the top of it.
I look it over, and then I'll look to Victor. Victor, I don't know if Tahatla or I could actually grab this. There seems to be some sort of tattoo reaction to it. Can you tell me if you're able to grab it?
Probably. These just stick and we'll grab it.
Oh god, no.
I mean, I know
just
it's a staff, but you know,
No,
staff
no.
is a stick.
I appreciate it. Just been like, it's
It's a
just a
spicy
stick.
stick.
Don't worry about it. Spicy stick. Obviously, as you are lacking in the tattoo department, and I think I heard you were looking for tramp stamp gifts in our Discord. So
Listen, you asked where their
we'll
tattoo
see.
was. It's like, I'm gonna put a tramp stamp gift. I was like, wow, a lot of these are spicier than I'd like.
Yeah, I had the same issue a couple weeks ago because tramp stamps came up again, and I was like, I'm trying to look for one. I'm like, these are all way too spicy. Like I have to have like a
More than
paragraph.
one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I know exactly the struggle.
I just love that it came up more than once.
Yeah.
I tried, then he tried. We weren't successful.
No.
But anyway, in reaching towards it, you are able to just wrap your fingers around the staff quite easily. You don't feel any
Test
discomfort or
its
anything.
weight. I've trained with a staff, just not for spells. I beat people with them.
As you do so, it seems to move around for you. Everyone else, you start to watch as Victor's eyes gloss over fully white.
He's well balanced.
What? No, that's not good.
No, he's good. Balance is good.
No,
You
your
have an
eyes.
unbalanced weapon.
Your eyes.
Well, the both of them.
Did you get like a? It's like you had a sudden case of ferocious cataracts and then it left.
I do not have case of anything. It's just looking around.
Did your
for a
vision
box.
blur for a second, or do you feel weird, strange?
My vision blur, or do I feel weird?
No, you don't. You don't feel nothing.
I do not know what you're talking about.
The staff might be cursed or something, because something definitely I saw it.
Well, this is cursed stick.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna try and snap it over my knee.
Charisma saving throw, please.
All right.
Oh, but. Oh no! Oh no!
Everyone, you watch as he kind of puts it horizontally to go snap it over his knee, and about an inch before it makes contact, it just freezes above him. Everyone else watches as Victor seems to be what looks like paralyzed, but he's not quite moving. It almost feels like he was paused in space. Victor, for this situation, you are considered unconscious. You are not here.
Let's just glares at Booming. Be like,
What was that?
I don't know. I haven't been able to study it because I can't touch it.
I would argue that none of us should touch it. Hey, are there any like random sticks I could pick up off the ground and poke? Poke our monk with?
You're underground.
All right. How about Leonidas' spear? Can I grab his spear?
You can grab his spear.
All right. I will do a visual check and make sure there's no runes or anything that makes it look magical.
Sure. Give me a investigation, please.
Okay.
just for the record, Hotla just gave the glare to Bumik, and he's back to looking for shit.
It's not an advantage, so that's a natural one.
That was a 1 and a 20. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too.
No, you don't. It's a little bloody, but it's got nothing on it.
He's gonna take Leonidas' cape and like clean it as best he can, and then use the butt end and just kind of poke Victor and be like, "Hey, are you with this?
You're able to poke him and his body physically reacts, but you don't see anything happen. Everyone else, you watch as your lovely Merp's eyes cloud over white.
Hey.
Murphy. Your eyes.
Hey, just
Give me my eyes.
Like small man.
Ah, damn it.
Maybe poke harder.
Hold on, I think I got something for this. He is going to give himself an injection of Burtonol.
Before you do, I do need a charisma saving throw.
You need a charisma saving throw from
I
me.
do. I do.
Oh, you are horrible.
Listen, last time I asked you for a charisma saving throw, you got a nat 20.
I didn't get one
Not
today.
17, that is. Those are fives. Five is down the board.
Low roll
he goes
100%.
he goes to reach
5
for
after a
his
-3 though.
a particular syringe, and you guys watch as he also seems to be paralyzed in space.
Okay, I gotta ask, did he get the syringe out in time?
No.
Damn it. Because Bert's immediate reaction here would be to run to Merp.
Tot will reach for the spear and see if it's the spear that's given the same reaction or if it was him touching the already.
Murphy.
Wow, he's not touching shit though.
I'm sorry, Rip's getting shaken around. You're reaching for it, but you're not touching it. What were you saying?
Yeah, he's seeing if the spear gives the same reaction as the staff. Based on the tattoo.
Like the burning? Yeah, you feel that the burning starts to flare up again.
I think he's halting his looting, realizing that most of these things are probably cursed. He's like, so, do we just leave them here?
Rip is a victim of shaking baby syndrome right now.
Murphy.
I don't think we can just leave them here.
Is Bert okay? Is he feeling weird?
You don't feel anything.
Okay. Who grabs small man? Pardon me.
No worries.
Where's that?
Flandy will answer the call for you. But while he's doing that, we'll kind of cut over for a moment to the two who are paralyzed. As you are not consciously in your bodies, you feel your consciousness awaken in a different space. Fully white void. But you find yourself standing as if you were standing in that room. The weapons that you were holding onto are no longer in your hands. You have your full gear and yourselves, and you feel like yourself. It's just everything is white, fully expansive. No darkness, no shadows, just the two of you beside each other. God damn it.
Is there a delay before Murph shows up?
I knew it's coming.
There's a slight delay, yes. And then he shows up after. But you arrive first, of course, Victor. Moments after Murph.
Well, I finished that motion I was in the middle of, and it's just gone. This was very cursed thick. If you break it, you end up in nowhere. Oh, you got caught in blast of nowhere. I'm sure the rest will be here soon.
What? Where? Did I die?
broke stick and we came here.
I didn't die. Cause I don't think, you don't worship Bahamut, do you?
No.
Okay, so we're definitely not dead. Why is it so white? It's so bright in here.
I feel like you were not listening. I broke cursed stick and it put us here.
I saw you when you tried. You didn't break it. You were real close. You came real close.
You
to
said
break
this,
it.
but I finished motion. Stick is gone, and now I'm here.
I promise you, friend, I wouldn't lie to you. You did not break it.
It is okay if you could.
I tried to poke
It's
you,
not competition.
and then I wound up here. Which
See, but
means
you
whoever.
did not break stick. So, if breaking stick brings us here, that is how we are. I do not know why the rest have not shown up.
But no, it's not. You're mixing causation. It's not even causation because you didn't actually break it. But anyway, it's something. Whoever
Are we
owns
adrift or are we
these,
standing on something?
You're standing on solid ground, but that's also
I'm gonna just
starkly
start
white.
walking forward. Just assuming it means progress as he talks.
where are you going? What?
This way. What were you saying about remembering?
He's just gonna kind of scuttle to keep up.
Look, you make progress this way.
There's no. Are you familiar with? Hey, you should know. You live in Kamatha Kimene, right? The concept of infinity.
Sure.
Do you see anything?
Just because we are near nothing, there's no point nothing is there. We walk this way.
Just walking away from you two, just walking in white expanse. Very productive in this space. Although we might have to come back because Kid is gone and I think Flandy's gone, and that would just
Flandy's not.
leave Red. Okay, Flandy, what's up, man? How you doing? You good?
Hello, how's it going?
Okay.
He's probably he gets
You need a
special.
second? I can give you a second if you need it.
I need 0 seconds.
Okay, 0 seconds are given. Oh goodness! Welcome.
He's back.
But on the outside, your two companions remain frozen in space.
I feel like Tahat was like apathetically not caring. He's being a little bit more cautious on his search of stuffs, and if anything makes the VV flare, he's just gonna pause it for a minute, like moves it around with a boot or something like that.
Give me your investigation while you're still looking around.
My movement speed is 0.
Okay. It's important in this situation, despite our nonsense. Okay, not bad. The first one you were looking over was like the rogue individual, right? As he coughs and sneezes or something. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Looking through the gear itself, the weapons look a little fancy, most likely magic of some kind. You don't necessarily recognize them, but otherwise, as you're looking through, she's pretty much mostly covered in leather, but you don't see anything else other than the weapons and a pouch for some gold.
How much gold?
You're welcome to reach for that if you'd like.
There's no flaring. He will.
As you near the body with your hand, you do feel flaring.
But he's like, damn it. If you touch the, like, does it do the same thing for the boots and shoelaces?
Oh, wait. If you're using a boot, I mean, or if you're reaching towards the
His
boot.
goal now is to tie the shoelaces together in case these bastards come back to life. They trip.
I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, thankfully, as you reach for the boots, you don't seem to get any kind of reaction. Go.
He does that with everyone.
You just tie everyone's boots together. Okay, good stuff.
We got a very
That's right.
productive.
You can go back behind. And we're not like loop swooping pulling this shit. We're like tying, like legit
This is
knots.
a certified tie. Okay, gotcha. If that's the case, unless there's anything else you guys want to try, I'm gonna hop back to our boys.
Bumic is going to ignore the burning in. Actually, no, he's going to try with the mage hand to pull the staff, slip the staff out of Victor's hands, just slide it along his hands instead of like trying to yank it. Just
Yeah,
flag it out
in
as
being paralyzed, it feels like he has full strength gripped this, and that your mage hand can pull a little bit of weight, but it doesn't seem to be enough to make it budge.
Okay. I tried the spear since Merp didn't have a full grip. He had partial grip on it.
Yeah, strangely much the same. And part of it is because you can see that it feels like they're paralyzed, but it looks like they're frozen in time.
So like if I pull on the staff, it just like moves the whole body and like
The whole
there's
body
no shift
stiffly.
of the body.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Wait, so he's still holding on to the spear while he's being shaken?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
he's almost like an action figure. Like whatever pose he got stuck in, like when you pick him up, he's just turning in that like pose. There's zero movement from the body. I hear dog noises. Still shaking.
I was just gonna wrap it up with like the lost causes.
He normally wake up after I do this.
Keep trying.
Keep
And Tahat was
trying.
just gonna scout out a little bit the rest of the way because he doesn't give a fuck.
Forward?
Yep. He's gonna scout
Okay.
to see if there's anything of note, if anybody's coming, if he hears anything.
Perception.
I'm gonna pause for my perception check.
Are you gonna pause for the whole perception check, or are you gonna look and listen while you're moving?
Doesn't matter.
This hallway is like relatively long, even coming into it, but continuing to go, you're not sure if perhaps it's sort of like a magic enchantment, and it's actually kind of about where this map visually ends, but it feels like it just kind of disappears into darkness and perhaps continues on from there, but it feels like it's not regular darkness. It feels like it's perhaps some kind of magical darkness, but this was the direction you were told to go in. Perhaps a defensive mechanism.
Can you like pass through this darkness? Does it like get like lights out?
No, you're able to like kind of walk through it or put your hand through it, but it's ever present.
And if he turns around, does he see the crew anymore?
Are you in the darkness?
Yeah, I think he'll like poke his
Oh
head
yeah.
in.
No, gone. Black.
I think he's like debating on what he wants to do.
Okay, well, I'm with you there, just dicking around at the darkness. I'm going to pull back to our lovely team with the white eyes, Victor and Merp, who are just walking forward in a direction, despite Merp suggesting that perhaps this space is infinite. But as you walk for a little bit, it doesn't take much time before you start to hear a voice kind of echoing in this space. And to neither of you does this sound familiar. But also, as this happens, you start to see like a little bit of movement somewhere off towards the right. It's hard to get any kind of spatial awareness when everything is just white and expansive, but something is kind of moving or shifting in this sort of like white backdrop. But you hear, what curious souls have wandered into this domain.
We should have been walking this way. I'll point myself to the right because where movement was.
Okay, yeah. Who are you? Why are we here?
Why are you here is the question you should be asking. I think
That
you
is
are
question,
not
guys.
alone.
No, we have friends.
Also, even if we did not, there are two of us.
I don't think this guy. Maybe Common isn't his first language.
You guys start to watch as the movement you were able to see, one slit and then another, two large blackened eyes open up in the distance, standing out quite a bit against this white backdrop, excuse me, but staring directly at you and seemingly huge despite whatever spatial awareness you may have, staring at the two of you curiously. No other features seem to be visible, just eyes.
If this is fight may be problematic, shoot I, weak point.
I'd argue only point, but I agree. As he just reach for his question. Wait, hold up. Before we go to violence, why are we here?
Well, you were too curious, I think. And I'm a little curious myself. Curious and a little bored, so why don't we get the rest of you in here? We'll find out what you guys are about anyway.
Hey,
As
did
that
you
starts
know?
to- Go ahead.
Did you know the people in the room with the things?
You do not get an answer, but you start to watch as beneath you, as bright as this space is, an almost blinding light seems to kind of form beneath you. Kind of shimmering and glowing and almost feels celestial in some ways. But there's just like a radiant aura that is coming off of this, again, nearly blinding. Some of the white in the distance seems to formulate into what looks like almost clouds in this space. And you find yourself on what looks to be a translucent, but firm, at least, disc of some kind, just floating in this space. Sort of wafts of celestial or radiant brightness kind of wafting off of this area. And as this starts to happen, you start to hear what sounds like 3 thuds behind you. And as you are kind of acclimating to this space, Bumik, Tahatla, and Bert, the 3 of you
I'm all the
were
way down the hallway. This is rude.
doing various things. But it seemed almost as though your consciousness was just kind of snatched from you in this fleeting second. And as you kind of open your eyes, all 3 of you are rewarded with about a 15-foot drop onto your bellies or backs, onto this just blindingly white disc of some kind, floating in what looks like endless space. While all of you are here, please give me an intelligence saving throw.
I'll gently tap Merp, just like the attention-getting thing, like on his shoulder, which I guess I have to reach down a little to do. Go, see, I told you I broke Steph. Time works different in Void, I think. They've been caught by...
Yeah,
Is this a magic spell?
no.
No, unfortunately. Holy shit, Bert. Oh, well, Bert, I don't think you have advantage, but...
Really? Hold on, I can, do I have any left? I do.
I do not have advantage, no.
Okay, gotcha. Not a bad roll, though.
He's gonna...
Does boldness work for saving throws, too?
Yeah.
It does, but it
Okay,
only
great.
lasts a minute, so
Oh,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
unfortunately it's
between
gone
the
by now.
combat and this, it's off.
Okay.
Unfortunately gone by now. Okay, gotcha. Everyone else, as you are in this space, and as sort of you're coming to and recognizing each other, the recognition of your friends comes too, but their names start to kind of slip from your mind. And not only their names,
I have
but
a 19. I have 19. I have 19. I got a 19. I stabbed myself in the neck. Got a 19. Thank you.
But names start to slip from you, and not only your companions, but your own as well. And as this kind of starts to happen, Merp, you are starting to, like, more or less almost fight for this. You feel the name of your friends all disappearing one by one. You're looking at them and you're like, I know who that. Do I? And it starts to kind of leave you. And just as you are starting to kind of question yourself almost, you kind of wrestle that bit of information back at whatever manipulation is happening. You resist it in this moment. You remember who you are, but certain things are getting a little fuzzy. You know Bert is your friend, but you don't remember his name. You don't remember how you met. There are just strange things that are kind of confusing you right now. And in the center of this space, almost kind of burning brightly, seems to be some sort of like ethereal flame. And all 5 of you stand on this disc, just a little confused. Merp being the only one who remembers his name.
Who the fuck are you?
You... I don't remember your name, but you're clumsy and you're like you like to hide and stuff.
Do I forget about the Guardian? Do I go back to like being an asshole?
No, you you remember bits and pieces of who you are. Your name specifically is what is lost. Like, it's more like your identity. Your memories are more or less intact. But
Okay. But we don't remember each other or who we are, right? Basically.
you mostly don't remember who. Yeah, you guys. Murph was the only one who passed, so he knows who he is. You don't remember your names or like kind of how you guys met, but you know the feelings associated with them.
and I don't know their names. I just know their
Correct.
relationships to me.
Correct.
What are these rocks?
Tahatla, you are looking out into the space. You can see what looks like 5 different stones like floating off of the disc and about a few feet away, depending on what they are. But they seem to almost be like shifting erratically.
I was like, if he sees that, can he like just make a break for one?
No, wait. Turtle Man was good with rocks.
He's just gonna push him out of the way and go for one, because I imagine he's looking in this direction. So.
Yes.
Going.
Oops.
But the rocks are floating off the side.
Correct.
You said.
There's a bit of a gap, so if you're trying to reach for it, what are you doing to do so?
Use the snake.
Well, let me give you a wisdom check.
Okay. Just gonna fucking throw my body off this bitch. Oh, you whispered it. Okay.
I did.
I don't know if that was on purpose.
It was.
I blew up the spot. Sorry.
I feel like he starts to go jump, and then like just something in the back of his head is just like tells him to wait. So he just like slows
Okay.
down.
Is this flame hot or is it just bright?
Just bright. You don't seem to feel any heat coming from it.
By the way, Merp, at some point Bert would have picked you up and started hugging you.
Hey, buddy. I don't remember your name, but we're close.
But these about as close as two people can physically get. I'm gonna inspect this thing. If I don't feel heat, I'm gonna just kind of poke at this fire to see if it burns.
It does not burn, but as you start to kind of like reach into it, it is so bright, it is nearly blinding. But as you're kind of just reaching for it and trying to get some information, give me a perception check. I almost said perception.
Perception, is it
Persuade
disadvantage
this
maybe?
flame.
Or-
Perception? Wait, what? Why would it be disadvantage?
Just I can't see, so I was just checking.
Oh, it's a little hard, but you can.
Okay,
You're
okay.
fine. Yeah. If you let yourself acclimate a little bit. Okay. As you're starting to reach for it, it just kind of seems to almost like dance around your fingers. There's no heat or any kind of change that you feel. It almost just feels like you're playing with smoke in a way. But as you start to kind of focus on it and let your eyes adjust a little bit as you get used to this blindingly bright environment, you're starting to make out faces within the flames of it. 1 or 2 or 3, none familiar, just vague eyes and features of faces.
All right, well, that makes this next move slightly strange, but I had committed to it, and that's not enough to shake me. I'm going to step in the middle of it, looking for a source in the middle of the flame. So I'm just going to fully walk into it. If it's not hurting me, I'm going to just step in.
But as you start to step in, all the faces seem to kind of solidify a little bit more, like you're just able to recognize them a little more clearly. And they are not they feel like spectral in a way, transparent, and as they kind of stare at you, there seems to be almost a curiosity and a yearning. You also start to see that there's a decent amount in here. And as the first 3 are kind of almost backing away from you as you're walking in, another 6 or so seem to turn their faces towards you as you step in. As this starts to happen, it gets so bright that you can no longer see at this moment. In the center of here, and you start to hear numerous voices overlapping and speaking on top of each other with no intention of probably being understood, but only Victor starts to hear this. Memories. Hungry. Memories. Life. All kind of frantic and panicked, and getting more panicked the longer you stay in here. The rest of you, from this bright center of this disc, you start to watch as 1, 2, 3, 4, totaled in about 9 different sort of spectral figures start pulling out of here. And Victor, you feel one of them grasp at your arm. Immediately cold and probably using 100% of its strength. It doesn't feel like the grasp of a friend trying to lead you somewhere. It feels like the grasp of someone desperately trying not to lose you.
Okay, but that could be friendly or not friendly.
It could be.
You started with that, but desperate not to lose. I mean, do I see any recognition? Still none in this. Whoever's grabbing me.
You can't see anymore. It's too bright now. You just feel the hand. Unfortunately.
I am pretty sure you are ghosts, and I'm pretty sure I do not think ghosts should be ghosts. And then I'm gonna attempt to destroy undead.
Okay, cool. Post that for me, please. Thank you.
I kind of love Dumb Joe. This is great.
Dumb Joe is the best, Joe. I don't know what you're saying.
We know love, of course. This is great.
The creature is challenging at or below the threshold. A certain threshold. What is? Oh, it's a cleric table. That's what it was. I was like, where is it?
Let me pull up the cleric table.
Yeah, please.
Cleric.
I was like, I know there's a thing.
Oh, I list 6. It's CR half.
Okay, gotcha. So that's for
I
the
guess
destroy,
technically,
and the
if
rest.
Everybody else gets turned undead.
Right. Wisdom saving throws here. Let me roll you some of those. Excuse me a second. Ooh,
I'm shocked.
immediately-
I didn't think this was gonna do anything.
Hey, that's the best part, right? Oh, I need 9 of these motherfuckers. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All over the board. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, what is your
Most of them
DC?
passed 16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 pass, and then 4 fail?
I guess that's close to half as you can get. I mean, you did crit twice.
2, 3, 4. I did crit twice. I did
Did you
get
crit 3
that. Listen, one was a failure. That's true. I just count all the crits. The one on you, I'm gonna say, was that first roll. So that one immediately detaches and shrieks as it starts to kind of pull away from you. As mentioned, the rest of you are starting to see all of these creatures kind of run out of this space. 4 of them seem to be in a real hurry, but the rest do not seem to be so. Let me get those guys on the map as well.
I will say this does not deter me. I'm going to cover my eyes because it's fucking bright, but I'm still trying to reach the middle and feel for anything. At some point, I'll come out the other side if I don't bump into anything.
Yeah, exactly. But you do find yourself kind of pulling through to the other side. No, I didn't. Okay. Whoops.
Just walking out of this cloud in front of you.
Just walking
It's
out.
like the age-old question: how far can a dog run into the woods?
Oh no.
Halfway.
But you guys are
You
starting
make
to
runs
watch
away
as
from
you
Victor.
guys come in. You make runs away from Victor as he comes out. You guys are starting to
You did
watch.
turn undead. Just,
Oh. Suddenly in a hurry. Now go. I'm just gonna mark. This one was holding onto you, so I'm just gonna mark a bunch with fear on them as they start to run. But the rest of them, as they are scattering from this space, seem to start rushing towards the edges of this disc that you are on. Last one would be this one.
Was the Hotla able to pick up a pattern on these floating erratic rocks?
No, not that you can see right now. You start to feel, all of you, even Merp at the moment, you start to feel as though the longer you stand here, which has not been long, just for clarification, it's been like a couple of seconds or so because he ran in there and did some stuff, but everyone's kind of looking around. You feel like you're starting to, things are getting foggier, things are harder to understand. The longer you stay here, it feels like the more you are losing of yourself.
Oh, in that case, he's gonna jump for the rock.
Jumping for it.
That's no how he's feeling through.
Athletics.
Am I still at disadvantage? Am I exhausted in this realm?
Yeah. You
Alright.
are as you were out there.
Wow. Paying that exhausted tax.
Immediately.
That's not even exhausted
you-
tax. It was still that one
That's
regardless.
just the first, yeah, because even regardless, the first roll is what we always count. You go to kind of leap from this, and as you do, it feels like there's just like the strongest upcurrent that you were not expecting. So as you like kind of coil up and spring out, it just fully ruins your momentum, and you feel yourself just kind of going end over end in that space until your vision goes white and you find yourself back in the center, repositioning you back towards there. As that happens, you guys all watch as the specters kind of turn towards Tahatla for just a moment before rushing off instead. I'm going to put us into initiative just because I do believe let me just double check. For the turn undead, they don't break out until you hit them or something, right? Like they're just undead, turned undead for a while.
Spend its turns,
I think they have to
for its action, it can only use dash to try and run away.
Yeah.
Where's
I think
for 1 minute or until it takes damage. There it is.
Yep.
there we go. That's what it is. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's like if they get hit or get fucked. All right. So everyone, please roll initiative, and we'll start making our way through these.
Making them work.
Yep.
I'm gonna use this because thank you again, Foos, for letting me use a little bit of the new monk stuff. I get my focus points back, and I get to roll a martial arts die and regain hit
so
points
excited.
equal to that
We get
plus monk level.
Yay, monk.
Nice. Mike. Nope,
Made
I'm
Mike so
not.
good.
I'm absolutely
That took
not.
so long to show, Flandy. I was like,
Holy shit!
There. It's like a 2 again. No, you got a 1 last time, not even a 2.
My man, damn.
Don't
What
be
in the
cheering me.
world?
I have nothing. Can I band-aid myself? I did.
Oh my god, the boys, the bros are going first. That's amazing. They're going together. I think that's everyone. That looks like everyone. All right, Merp, we are starting with you.
Now these things are just running, right? They're not hostile?
They don't seem to be engaging with you right now. 3 of them seem absolutely fucking terrified of... I keep wanting to call you Thor. I don't know what the fuck is going on, Victor. And then the rest of them seem like they're shambling away from you.
All right, okay. Let's just pick that. There's 5 of us. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This blue's close. It's close. I don't know. The gold one next to him. He's gonna try to like touch and just see what happens as his action.
You're still being held, by the way.
I'm hell. Oh, I thought you meant like I was an old person. Yeah.
Gently, yeah. You're just being held. But as you reach out to touch it for a second, your hand seems to kind of like go through it for just a moment. And as you do kind of phase, it feels cold. And the face just kind of whips in your direction. And for just a moment, it kind of looks between you and then the stone. And then you again. It just kind of lunges towards you.
Oh, you're not friendly. Not friendly.
There's no attack 'cause it's not its turn. But,
Right, yeah.
You recognize that the attention has shifted.
So that was my action. I'm an alchemist, so LOL bonus actions. Oh no, that's true. I'm not gonna run that just yet. Someone might go down. In that case, is it a bonus action or an action? Bonus action. Yeah. All right. So, as that thing lunges towards him, is that really 15? It is. He's gonna just open his mouth, like this little kind of cute but slightly dragonish, like a baby dragon roar. I can't do one, but it just echoes out as he does his draconic cry. As he then begins to whip his crossbow around, but he's out of time for the round, and that's the end of his turn.
Within 10 feet, I think you get 3 of them, right?
I think it's only 2, because that one is somehow 15 feet away from me. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah. Okay,
just
so just
out.
those 2. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to mark them blue. Those are the guys that were affected by your scream.
Look at you, kid.
okay, so you should have anyone who's hitting those 2 get advantage on them.
All right. That's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Bert, you see
Do I
the...
have my weapon? Or no?
You do. You have everything that you normally do.
Okay, I think his immediate reaction, just based on cute little dragon thing making a crying noise, he would freak out and go, no, careful. And just immediately swing upon the thing he sees next to him.
Okay. Just baby on your hip swinging this. Go for it.
Okay.
Obviously, you have advantage.
I do, yes.
Yeah. Whew.
I do not have that potion. I'm taking it off, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Either way,
23.
super
Yeah.
fucking hits. Oh, 23, yeah, because there'd be a -5 rather than 4. That's fine.
Okay, let me roll that.
Mm-hmm.
So that affected it all? What happened here?
Just double checking something really quickly. Okay, nice. You swing through it, and as you do, there's a part of Bert that's like, this feels incorporeal. I don't know if this is even gonna fucking work. But you do swing, and you kind of feel for just a moment the magic of your axe kind of activating right in this moment. You imagine that should your weapon not have been magical, that you would have done no damage. But your axe. No, I know. It's more like feeling it out as opposed to understanding what's happening. Like you're able to kind of read that, especially as a warrior, like knowing why it's working. But as your axe slices through this creature, it fully just gets torn in two, almost looking like kind of ragged paper, disappearing and fading off into the space. But it is gone.
Good job.
Buddy, okay?
I'm okay. They're just hostile. They're hostile.
No, they're ghosts.
Ghosts can be hostile.
I think at this point he wouldn't swing again onto anything else here, but he would just like get into a defensive pose and maybe make sure that nothing hurts Murph.
Okay, sounds good. That brings us to Tahatla.
Bonus action dash. He's running for this one.
Okay. Are you jumping off again?
Full running and lunge.
Okay. As you run, go ahead and give me your athletics check. Oh, okay. That's fucking not bad. I fully imagine you doing the coil jump where, like, as you get to the edge, you just like, and then pew, like off the edge. You feel the wind
in the background to help keep him stabilized.
Like an arrow with like a rope attached to it. You guys watch him kind of soar through the air for just a second, and you make it to this rock, which is a little bit larger than you were expecting. It's about like chest size, and a part of you is like, maybe I came out with this with too much heft. But as you kind of almost slam into it, you kind of feel it hit your chest, and you're able to kind of wrap your hands around it. And immediately you see the stones upon it start to flare up. And at that exact second, Bumic, you immediately are overcome with nausea and dizziness. Tahatla, you start to feel memories that are just not yours coursing through you. The first ones are you're making some deals with some perhaps shady people. A couple of memories of you cooking over a stove, getting ready to meet some friends of yours. Any that you would like to add? Go ahead, Fred.
Yeah, can I give one to Flandy?
Absolutely.
You get a memory of moving through a tunnel and the cave collapses around you. You see a body laid out and you feel your back crack. And then some of the stone comes together and says, "You can wish for this all to be over, or you can wish to join me."
I feel like Tahatla's just like out of reaction. He's gonna be like,
Oh, that cut out everything. We didn't hear anything.
Oh.
Sorry, say that
It
again.
was too sneaky snake.
"I choose to join you."
Jeez. It's not even your pack that you're getting on.
He doesn't know.
He's like, I'm in. Let's go.
He's like, "This hurts. I don't like hurts." Yeah, let's go.
As that happens, I need a D100 from Bumic, please, and then from Tahatla, you feel yourself shunted back towards the center, the stone ripped from your grasp as you do so. And with that, okay, Bumic, as the wave of nausea comes over you for a second, you kind of like stumble in your space. The stumbling even feels different as you kind of look down at your body, and you're an older gentleman turtle, as you may be, but you are suddenly way stronger than you remember. You have advantage on all strength, constitution, and dexterity checks for the next minute.
Oh shit.
Strength, constitution, and dexterity, all physical. Got it.
Things a sorcerer wants.
All the things you want. But you guys watch Tahatla reach out for the stone, kind of get stunned for a second. Bumik gets dizzy, and then Tahatla disappears back into the white, just off the stone and back there. That is your full turn, unfortunately. So you're going to start yourself off blind again.
It is okay. You missed Ghost. You will get next time.
And that
What
is
did you do?
He's still clumsy, see?
God.
I feel
some
like
of
there's a
these-
visceral hiss in your direction.
You guys can't see it because he's in the bright white, so it's just like from the white you just hear hissing. Oh, that's amazing. Okay,
I
they're
didn't
gonna.
hear that from a fire.
They are gonna start moving around. God damn it. These guys have to dash, so this guy goes 30. He's gonna go out here. This one also, because Victor is scary. But you see the rest of them, the ones that are scared seem to move way faster than you were expecting. The ones who are not are moving much slower, but certainly with purpose from what you can see. Am I missing one? Sorry, pardon me. I am! I was like, there's one! Sorry, Victor had to for a second. There was one that had to get going. Okay. Gonna double check. There's no others that I have left here. No, they haven't. Okay, good. But they all start kind of scattering in different directions. Some because they're scared, and others with purpose.
Yeah, that snake is
But that's the end of their turn. Bumik, you are up, feeling weirdly athletic, but it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm like, what did you do? But we saw him leap to the rock.
You might not have, just because of your positioning, because
Okay.
the bright ass light was in the way. I would say you probably heard some of the nonsense that happened, but you don't have the full picture.
Okay.
Would Talhatla have a good idea of what went on with that? Like, would he have known that Bumik was having the issues when he touched that rock, and like, would he be able to
No.
reactionary tell him?
You were fully enveloped in those memories.
I mean, would he be able to tell him that they're his memories, having lived them?
Well, he can now that he's out, but like initially, like while it was happening, you had no understanding of what was happening to Bumik at the same time.
Okay. Then,
If he can, he'll burn a reaction and be like, "Which one of you is Bumik?"
We do not know.
What do you need?
Well, he's in the blinding light, so he can't see people, so he can't be like, "You." So he's just...
That's true.
I don't know who's Bumik. But Victor, you'll hear Bumik kind of muddle under his breath. I've traded memories before, but this isn't how it's supposed to go. But he has seen that these things are hostile. Did he hear what the spirits said when Victor was inside about being hungry for
No,
memories?
that seemed to only be for
Okay.
Victor's fantastic ears.
Okay.
Also, I'm just gonna turn my camera off for a second.
I am going to go ahead. I see this red one rushing for the edge with some purpose. I saw my totally friends kill one. So I'm going to blast this red one with an Eldritch Blast. And so where's Eldritch Blast?
Oh, he does blast it. Let's go.
Son!
Well, anyways, it's not a blasting.
He's
Chris,
still up.
roll.
That was
Add 4 more
That
points
is
of
the
bludgeoning damage. to
flandiest
that.
of flandy charisma Eldritch Blast rolls.
you fully blast like a shoulder off of this creature, and you see it just fully lopsided now, just still kind of reaching forward towards that stone.
Yeah, so the second Eldritch Blast is going at that stone.
Oh, at the stone. Okay.
Yeah,
ahead
that
and
stone
roll.
that it's rushing towards. because clearly this is important to it, I'm going to keep it out of its hands.
Yeah, and as you blast it, you watch as the Eldritch Blast does hit its target as perfectly aimed as it was. It seems to kind of ricochet off of it, but it does seem to kind of push it as though it were kind of like floating off, unable to stay in its spot, just a little bit further away.
Okay.
But it does not seem damaged otherwise.
All right. Puma's got half sight of half the arena, so he's gonna stay here.
Okay, gotcha. That brings us to Victor.
Victor?
Victor.
All right. And these guys, I don't think I've seen one go specifically for a stone. Do they clearly going for stones? Is that what's happening?
I would say you are able to kind of see the ones with purpose feel like they're going in the direction of a few stones. Yes, not
Okay.
one in particular, but whichever one they seem to be near.
Well, I'm gonna keep thanking you for letting me play a monk. That's better because I can bonus action dash without spending any points.
Woo!
So I'm gonna have to do that to get to here, and I'm gonna try and punch this in the face. Thankfully,
Yep.
I do have
Okay.
magic hand wraps,
You do.
and I'm gonna deal lightning damage so I can push it, assuming I hit it.
That hits.
So that's 12 lightning damage. It's gonna shoot 10 feet away from me.
Nice. I'm just gonna double check. I'm pretty sure it both. Yep. Okay. It goes 10 feet away from you as you blast it. It does look very much so damaged, sizzling and torn to pieces, but still up.
I'm actually going to have burned that. I forgot what the other benefit was. I will actually have burned the point to Step of the Wind, because that also gets me disengage, which I don't need because I knocked it away, but it doubles my jump distance.
Yep.
And-
Jump. Yep.
So basically, my thought was I'm gonna hit it, and then I'm gonna stand on the rock that it wants to touch, because I didn't see anybody teleport. So like, it's gonna come to me. I'm just gonna beat it up.
Uh-huh.
So I am gonna
Okay.
try and leap to this thing, and I've got 35 feet of movement left and double my jump distance.
Which stone are you going for?
This one.
Okay, gotcha. You have double your dump. I'm sorry. I'm trying. It's a long day of work. I'm doing my best. Pardon me. If it's doubled, I don't think you even need a roll, to be honest. You could just kind of leap your way out of there.
Which will look like I'm
as
just
you-
gonna kick off with lightning and then just glide in a hyperbolic harp.
Oh,
Uh,
that's awesome.
just land and I'm
as
just
you-
posted up there.
As you make connection with it and you stand on top of it, it is very much sort of like a weird, like wibbly wobbly surface. But you're a monk, my guy. You got fucking no
I'm
problem.
using the
You can
crane kick
stand on this
stance
bitch.
then.
You're
I see
not-
Karate Kid.
You hit it and then immediately kind of black out as memories that are not yours start to flood through you. You see a society that is certainly a little familiar to you, but absolutely not your own. Various other snake individuals who sometimes look similar to one that's near you, and others that look not so similar. Is there a particular memory, Flandy, you would like for him to relive right now?
I think it'd be the one where the Guardian first like scolded him after like a mission they went on, that he was like, "You fucked up. I told you do not kill anybody." And he done killed 47 of them.
Man,
Being scolded by a giant naga, a huge snake-like creature with a humanoid face but still covered in scales, seemingly rather upset that you have murdered so many people. As this starts to happen, Tahala, you're blind and overcome with nausea.
it's weirdly familiar. It's all snakes, but I've devoted myself to a higher power and was raised religiously because of it. So I'm used to being yelled at.
Oh my god.
In my youth.
And as this kind of starts to take over, Tahala, please roll me a d6.
Like a D6.
Okay.
Oh no.
Tahala, you just find yourself so fucking dizzy. You don't remember anything other than like you were in this, and then it is just overwhelmingly disorienting. You unfortunately have disadvantage on all attack rolls for the next round of yours, but you are dizzy. And then Victor, after making contact with this and blacking out into these memories, you find yourself back in the white space in the center.
Okay, do not touch the stones to defend them from ghosts. Stones bring you back here.
So how about that's the end of your turn. We're gonna, it goes to stones. You watch as all of them kind of shift erratically, much like Tahatlo was watching, and they seem to change positions rather suddenly as they zip around this map.
I was thinking I'm swaying very snake-like for a minute without really paying attention to it.
But as they change, that's the end of them. Merp, it is your turn.
What the hell is going on? Why? Kill the ghost! He hasn't heard anything about memories yet, right? He has no idea.
Nope.
Okay, all right.
First guy asked for Bumic, and I just said, "Don't touch the stones."
I was like,
Yeah.
you heard a name.
So he's not deducing anything. He is excellent. He's gonna fire on the weak one over here because he can see it was blown apart, right? I assume.
Yeah, you can see it's
Okay.
battered. Oh, also,
All right.
I forgot to mark the other one. We have two bloody, like torn apart boys on the red one and the green one, who both have red dots on them right now, are the battered ones.
Okay. So he's gonna fire on that one. Where is my first one's gonna be the subtle cricket. Nope, ignore that. That is. Oh, that's fine. Look at that. Good. I thought that was gonna. God damn it.
What's goddamn it? You hit.
What's a stupid cricket?
Single digit Sally over here.
You're good. You're good.
It takes max damage. Take that, you son of a bitch.
All right. What does it look like as it gets blasted into bits and disappears?
I think he's just kind of frustrated. He's just like he looks at his bandolier, which is absolutely empty right now. He's, just rolls like a regular bolt in there, and just kind of hits it like I guess where its head and neck would be, and with you know the force of the bolt just kind of dissipating the rest of its ethereal form in like a little bit of a vortex.
Yeah.
But he will then. The other weak one is over there, so he's gonna. That looks like it's well within. Yeah, it's just the customer range, perfect. For disadvantage, and that one's gonna be with the radiant one. That's better.
Yeah, absolutely.
7
Jeez.
damage, excellent. Roll the hit, roll the 1 to damage. Woo!
You're hitting the red one, right?
The red one, the other hurt
How
one.
many hit points it had was 7. You blast another one off the field.
Kill the ghosts! But that was his bonus action to all that stuff. And hey, we might want to touch the rocks, maybe. I don't know. Try to get close.
If you touch rock, it brings you back here.
Don't rock.
I'm not sure I trust that guy. He makes a lot of false. It's not intentionally. I'm not saying he's a liar. He just makes poor judgments off of blatant data. Anyway, that's the end of his rant.
Okay, yeah, I think you would listen to you here. So we're gonna try and run up on this fellow here. We're gonna try and slice it up.
All right.
We're dragging the Merp along with us.
Okay. Merp's going for a ride.
And this is normal.
Mhm.
So swing upon it. Nope.
No, that hits.
Whoa. Okay.
Their AC's very low. Still up. It's hurt real bad, but it's still up.
All right. Same one.
Yeah, absolutely. This one also just torn to pieces.
Merp, you would notice that he's holding you in a certain way, so that whenever he swings, you are as far away from the target as possible.
Thank you.
That would also.
Yeah, so
vanishes.
we are going to. If I can do this right now, if I can just try to leap over.
With the rest of your movement, I would say you probably have to drop Merp if you're gonna try and reach for the stone.
I weigh 40 pounds, because I'm not even sure he registers me.
I'm aware, but it's more a matter of like he has his weapon in one hand, and you in the other. What is he doing to this
I
rock?
think in that case, if he realizes, okay, I gotta put you down to go. Merp go? Or
You don't know his
he
name. Oh
looks
no,
at
you do. He
himself-
did say
look at himself like who's going here?
I don't. You go. You go. I'll be here. It's okay. Just tell me what happens. I need accurate data.
And he just puts him down as like gently as possible there.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to attempt to jump over.
I don't like that
All right.
implication, Nenners. Everything I told you was accurate. It may not have been the whole picture, but it wasn't wrong.
It wasn't inaccurate. This is mostly for funsies, but give me an athletics check. You have no problem making the distance. This is more a matter of
The speed.
combating the winds.
Because Merp is all
Is that
alone.
athletics?
It's time to
God damn it, athletics, yes. Don't listen to Joe.
Okay.
There's a difference between weight and encumbrance. Yeah, exactly. It's not a matter of the weight.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, you did. Genuinely, I forgot what your bonus was to athletics. You would have needed a 1 to fail this, so you're good.
Okay.
You run towards the end. It's not as smooth as you would have liked, probably. Like you come up probably like a tiny bit short, but just your finger strength is enough to kind of like grasp onto the edges of it and kind of pull yourself onto this stone. And as it does, Merp, you watch him make full contact and then kind of ragdoll on top of it as he blacks out as memories of his that are not his start to flood through his mind currently. You find yourself in a much shorter body, athletic, and in a location that can only be described as a temple. Victor, is there any particular memory you would have him relive in this moment?
I guess if we're driving at core memories, this would be pre-temple.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be very small because you are very young, and there are town guards holding you back from running into a burning building because that's where you want to be because it's important and it's home and it's on fire. And then you'll just get to transition into like a series of memories of sleeping in alleys near the burned down home, and then gradually leaving it because it's too sad. And then getting beat up by bigger kids, which is new for you. Bigger kids.
I think Bert would be like, this was the size I was when I was a baby.
Oh my God. And then you were zapped back to the center where it is blindingly white. I will mention each one of you who do get a memory of someone else's, you remember their name. You also recognize that it's not your name. So you come out with the memory and names of someone else.
But do we know like who the name is assigned to or no?
No.
Okay.
You just know of the name and the memories, more or less.
Did I get
But you...
knocked out by
Oh,
this?
I'm sorry, you get dizzy times. I need a D6 from you too.
Roll 1d6.
No, I don't need it from you. I'm sorry. I just need it from Victor, as he is suddenly overwhelmed with nausea and dizziness as he goes through. What did you roll? Did you roll a 2 also? Jesus Christ. Okay. You start to feel your hands kind of sparking against their own, like against your will, essentially. You have learned to control many different kinds of lightning and storms, but right now it feels like it's very erratic. You are unsure if you use any of your natural abilities, if they'll do what you want.
I think this is bad.
But you are still dizzy. That's the end of Bert's turn. Tahatla, you are up. You are blind and in the center.
Does he know, like, based off him being ported here already, like, that he just needs to move a little bit to get out of the blinding light?
Yeah, I would also say, like, you saw Victor kind of walk through it as well, so, like, you know that there's, like, an end. If you walk in any direction, as long as it's straight, you should eventually escape. If you walk in the wrong direction, you'll bump into friends, but you don't know that yet.
I feel like he's gonna bump into Bert and then turn around and walk the opposite way. So he's gonna walk far enough to get out, kind of like, he doesn't have knees, but he's gonna like hunch over a little bit and be like, oh.
He doesn't have knees.
And once he finally comes to his senses enough, he's gonna see if he can't inspect, insight something along with these stones.
Okay, investigation. It's gonna be tough. If you're going for all of the stones, this is gonna be a super high DC. If you're going for one in particular, it would be a little bit lower.
Well, I was going to say that he was going clockwise, so he was going to aim for this stone, but he was very dizzy and he came out and that way. Which is funny that that's where the victor went to, because he was legit going to go to that one.
Okay, so wait, I'm sorry. Point at the one you're going towards again?
He'll kind of focus
Where are you
between the
looking
3 that he can see on this side.
Okay, gotcha.
maybe
The
not
DC
all
will
of
still
them,
be
but-
higher just because you're looking at more
Yeah.
than one, but go for it.
Investigation?
Yes,
You
please.
said? Okay.
Yes. Those are stones. They're different colors, but those are stones.
Okay, I don't want to cheese it. I'm going to roll a D3 to see which one he goes to. I got 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he's
all
going
right.
to the wrong one. So he's gonna
Go
bonus
for
next
it.
dash.
All right, give me your athletics check to see if you make it. If you get blown back by the wind. Okay.
God, these rolls.
It's not much. As you rush on over, the winds kind of take you again, and it's not a graceful thing. The other one, you were able to kind of like get, center mass on this, but this you are fully blown off your balance. I imagine it's more like your tail kind of whips around it, and you were able to pull yourself back to it, but it is not pretty. And you black out and get memories from our lovely turtle friend one more time. Buick, is there another memory of yours you'd like to share with him?
You see a memory in a very luxurious space. Once again, you see that rock figure in the room, and you're cooking for him specifically. And you hear the creature entity say, "Cook as if your life depends on it, because it does."
And then you are shunted back to the center. Bumic, another wave of nausea for you, and I need a D100.
I appreciate the lack of cheesing, but I love that Tahatla didn't pay attention to what color the stone was. Like it does.
I don't think he realized they were different. Like he tried studying them, but seeing it was so erratic, he was more focused on like trying to find one he could land on, less so that they were
Oh
different.
my god.
Just the idea that you have to
Oh.
say one twice is great.
But I will say when he
You-
comes back, he's
Okay.
just gonna be like, "What the fuck, Vivek? And why do you have to cook so much?"
Hold on. Wait a minute. How are you here? Snake person is trapped in Green Rock. I was there.
There's colors.
Well, yes, the color. Straight up was just assuming that the snake person was in there. Since I hadn't seen him the whole time.
Oh my god. But Bumic, as this wave of nausea and dizziness comes over you, you still feel very athletic for whatever reason. You still have bonuses to all of those things, but just adding to the strangeness of right now, you cannot stop crying for the next minute. You're not sure why, but for the next minute, whenever you try to speak, you hiccup or sob. That's the end of your turn. And suddenly
think
the
he's gonna be
turtle's
like-
crying.
So he was just finish up and say like, "Who's crying like a bitch?"
Oh my god. Jeez.
He's not a nice
this-
person.
No, I know.
We
This is
know.
fucking hilarious.
We know.
Oh my goodness. This one is going to close in on its target over yonder. The other ones are still scared, so
Rude.
they're gonna get scared off in those general directions. Okay, those guys are all useless. So as this one reaches out to touch this, Tahatla, please roll me a charisma saving throw. That's what you're good at, right?
You don't want to choose any of my other bad saves? You want to choose the
you-
bad one?
Is this a negative as well? I forgot how uncharismatic this team is. It is a negative. Oh, Jesus. Tahatla, as you were starting to kind of shout, like, who's the bitch? As soon as that happens, you immediately like lose control of like your mouth, your tongue. Everything feels like it's just like going absolutely numb, and that you just like can't control where you are. You feel more of yourself and your memory starting to kind of slip through your fingers at the moment. The rest of you watch as this spectral creature reaches out for this stone, and while they don't seem to have feet, it just kind of disappears into some translucent, like ethereal-esque body. It instead starts to kind of form a little bit towards the tail. The end of it almost looks like a scaly tail that seems familiar. It looks like it is starting some kind of process, and you are watching a very familiar snake-like figure start to change shape at that particular specter. But that's the end of those boys' turns. That'll bring us to Bumic, who is athletic and crying.
This time I directly saw the thought like hit the rock, and I get the weird side effect.
Yes,
Okay.
This time you were able to. Yeah, absolutely, you have a full view.
Full view.
Beautiful view of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm feeling exceptionally athletic.
Yeah, you are.
So I will attempt what the snake has been trying to do, and I will run and jump to the rock with my exceptional athleticism.
I feel like it
go
should
ahead and roll
balance
me.
out because you get all these tears in your eyes.
Running and crying. Athletics at advantage, please.
Good lord.
Amazing. Okay. Good. That really works. As you rush on over, again, you are just far more spry than you remember this old body being from as much as you can remember. But you manage to close the distance and wrap your arms around this stone. And you watch as not only is this made of just what looks like rock, like some sort of dark, almost obsidian-looking, shiny in some ways stone. There are also sort of like jagged, what looks like shards or crystals that are kind of growing out of it. It almost reminds you of your shell, but you have noticed that about all of the others. The crystals attached to them all seem to be different colors, and this one seems to be kind of orangey. It looks very similar to the crystals in your shell currently. But as you make connection, a wave of memories and understanding and familiarity comes back to you all at once. You feel the stone within your hand start to kind of disappear, and you don't even realize it, but you find yourself pushing it into yourself. It just sort of disappears into your chest cavity despite the size of this. And you feel all of your memories and your name filtering back through. You are still crying, and at the end of this turn, you are no longer athletic, and you also find yourself blinded because you're sent back into the center of the white.
Oh my god, that is rough.
My name is Bumic.
Oh, the snake was looking for you.
So that's the end of your turn. That brings us to Victor. It's getting crowded in this white space. You absolutely feel some of your companions in here with you. But it is your turn.
Well, bummer. There's now a Bumic in my way because I think the way I was going to get redirected, Flandy, was to see your conundrum and help. But instead, I'm going to bump into Bert and go, good, sorry. And then turning off, right, so Bumic. And then turn again and step out to here to see what we'd be seeing.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone kept touching rocks. Are we supposed to touch rocks then? I do not think we should.
He found out who he was by touching a rock.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna run over here and try and touch this rock.
Okay, sounds good.
That's the first one I see.
Are you doing your?
I'm not
your
gonna keep burning key points. I'm gonna still have the bonus action dash, but I'm not gonna spend a key point.
Okay, that's totally fine. Bonus action dashing, not doing key point. I need your athletics, please.
I mean, I was confident because I'm
Amazing.
good at these.
Welcome to the bottom, Joe.
Oh no! You jump full confidence and just an upgust of wind that you didn't even register last time because you were so just primed for this situation. Instead, kind of blows you end over end, topsy-turvy, and you find yourself blown above the stone. And as you are, I would say you, being a monk and as athletic as you are kind of able to spot yourself, but you can absolutely see that you're spinning, and then suddenly it turns white as you are thrown back into the center and blinded again.
Do I have time to use my action while I'm spinning?
Yes, if you would like to.
Assuming I have a view of everything, I'm assuming, because I'm super high up. Then I'm gonna notice and see if I'm well within range. So assuming I can take a moment to center myself and just remember that I control the wind and storm to try and get a line of sight, I will attempt to cast the spell. But
okay. All right. If it needs to be something you see, you can. It's just going to be rough. Like you're going to have to be. I mean, you are spinning as is happening.
Technically,
it's not
it's
quite
a creature of my
floating.
choice within range.
Okay, then just kidding. Go ahead and tell me what you're trying to do.
I'm gonna cast me a guiding bolt. I'm also got lightning hands that I'm not turning on, so I have no idea if this will work.
Yep. Go ahead and roll the hit. Okay, and then please roll me a d20.
Ooh.
Okay. As your guiding bolt seems to leave you, you feel the lightning within your hands just kind of discharge. Again, no permission on your end. It just seems to be happening. And as it kind of arcs out, the guiding bolt goes in the direction you're expecting, but you watch as your lightning kind of turns and then arcs in a different direction, careening directly towards the only other teammate you can kind of see right now, which is Merp. You see, as your lightning kind of arcs in that direction, it takes on a slightly different hue as it does, rather than that sort of like almost cool bluish green color. Instead, kind of shifts to a golden color instead. Please roll me a Cure Wounds roll as you manage to heal your friend from a distance and hit this guy at the same time. That was a very good luck roll for you. And roll your Guiding Bolt damage as well.
Which is funny because I was going to describe Guiding Bolt as just like kind of a series of just gathering lightning and then to turn it golden radiant to be a guiding bolt and hurling it. So then I'm just like, hey, no, behave. Oh goodness, because it turns the same color as guiding bolt. So I'm like, shit, he's gonna get guiding bolted. All right. Well, first let's.
If you didn't roll well enough, he was going to get guiding bolted. You rolled well.
12,
so it takes 12. Okay, gotcha.
Damage, but we'll also cure a wound.
All right. So, Merp, you probably do not turn around in time to feel a surge of crackling energy hit you in the back. And immediately, you're kind of like pushed forward a step or two, and you're expecting pain to come along with it, but rather it is soothing in a strange way, energetic and unexpected. But you feel a little bit better. You heal 6 points.
That was actually rather nice. How did you do that?
I'm tumbling into the white.
Disappears back into the white as you are blinded. And Victor, that is the end of your turn. So that brings us to, as at the bottom of the round, you guys watch as the stones shift again erratically, shifting their positions as they zip around the stage. This one a little bit. There we go. Okay, gotcha. So they all shift in positions, and all of you who are in the white, you have bumped into each other. You are blinded. Bumic is the only one who has any kind of wherewithal as to like what's going on. But between you, everyone starts to feel a chill come over you, and it is not necessarily your entire bodies. It seems to be proximity based, and each of you are still blinded. But it feels like something's kind of shifting at the very center of this light and in between all of you. And you start to hear what sounds like almost distant screeching, slowly getting louder, and definitely something right in between all four of you. But that's the end of that situation, and that brings us to Bert. Not quite that, if only.
So they're not bringing up the Merp. Merp has been going first all this time.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Pretty sure I have higher decks than him, but yeah. So, again, he's gonna be like, I keep moving. I got stunty legs.
If we are supposed to dodge rocks, snake should dodge green one. That is all I can tell.
Wait, I thought you touched the purple one.
No, I touched the green one.
Okay.
You should look with your eyes.
Would I be able to remember that I touched the purple one?
Yeah, you were soaring at it. I feel like you would recognize that.
That was the second one I touched.
Oh wait, you
You did not touch the purple
did not touch the purple one. You
Oh, I
You
thought I
touched.
touched the khaki one. Because the
You-
white
yeah,
guy
you-
got made khaki. I mean, there's a couple of here, but the white guy in character got made khaki.
It was
I
not
touched the same
purple.
one twice. I thought I touched 3. Never mind.
Exactly.
Just
No,
kidding.
no, no.
touched
You touched Bumic twice.
You touched Bumic twice and me once. No, Bert touched me.
You make twice.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was getting mixed. Yep.
All right. He saw
This one goes with it.
one of these
I would-
started getting a tail, right? He didn't
Correct.
like that.
As the
Which-
stone shifted, the specter went along with it, held on, and seems to be growing a tail.
This one right here.
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of where he was going in the first place. All right, so he's going to use all his movement, all 30 of it, with his stunty little legs.
Mhm.
It's normal.
Get over there.
It's a lot of running for a kobold. He's going to take aim and start firing at the one that's consuming that particular thing there. So
Go for it.
Good lord, these
Yeah,
rolls.
that hits.
All right.
You're fine. These guys are not hard to hit. What does it look like as you blast this thing off of the stone?
He's just kill the ghost. Why am I the only one killing the ghost? As he's complaining as 2 bolts rapidly go through it.
You said to touch
yeah.
rock.
Kill the ghost
and it-
first. They seem to be. Can he deduce what that tail looked like, or?
Yeah, it absolutely looks like Tahala's tail.
I think they're trying to steal who we are. If they grab onto the rock, it almost turning into to Snake Man.
They cannot steal me.
We don't need 2 of those.
Well,
Anyway, he's that's the end of his turn.
That's the end of his turn. That's a very
Yeah.
good turn, I must say. Bert, you're blind in the center, but it is your turn.
Okay, can he emerge from the center?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you would all feel this guy just bumping into you constantly just as he's preparing to leave. He hasn't even left yet.
Can every action shove it?
Reaction shove him. It's like nothing would happen. That's a big boy.
You're pushing him against the wall right now, man.
Yeah.
The best part is he's exhausted too, so it's even more.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Okay, but he would emerge this way, and I think he would ask Merp, want to go see Rock? And Merp
Merp just run.
Merp is gone.
You throw Merp.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. You want me to throw you?
Listen, Merc can't stop you, so you should just do it.
Well, also, we haven't taken any breaks, so we could take a quick 5 if you want to wait for him to come back.
We only have
We're gonna
15
end
minutes
at
left
15
before you
minutes?
cancel. You
That's
ending
true. We
up?
have 15 minutes.
right, fuck it.
Nenners, come back. Sorry, go ahead. You do what? Okay, you just do whichever you'd like.
All right, just meta question here. Which one did Bert go into? Was it the yellow one up here? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double checking.
that's
Yes, it was
Tahala.
the.
No, you're
It
green.
was the top left.
No, but
that one.
Tahala went into that one.
No, yours is gone.
The one that you went into is gone.
Damn it! She keeps moving.
Right. Yes, the one. Yeah, it's gone.
was similar.
The
The
one
rest
you
of us
touched
paying
is gone.
attention. I don't know your problem.
Oh gosh.
Okay, what's the logistics here? So my inclination is toss him into one of the ones on the eastern part of the map. Could I move and toss him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me your athletics check.
Okay. Un segundo. Athletics. Come on, I want to throw the little kobold, please. Please.
It's
Okay.
crack me up so much. Okay, not bad. Like if you roll ass, this would be so funny. Which one exactly are you throwing him at?
I think blue looks more interesting.
Use your arrows, please. Okay,
I
just
almost
making sure.
X'd out of his
Okay,
tab. Yeah, that guy up there. Thank you.
That is quite a distance to unfortunately only get a 15. That's like 65 feet from where you are.
What
It's
I'm
a
asking,
little-
can I move and then throw him?
How much movement do you have left? You were there. So you went 20, so you have 10 feet. I don't think that would make the difference, unfortunately.
You get 20 feet. Barbarians are fast.
You get more than that, right? Yeah. Okay, so if you kept going, that would put you there, and then that. How far is that from there? 45. Oh, that's tough. I would normally have Netters roll to see if he could try and fix
we got
this.
15 minutes
He ain't
left.
here. So
It's at 25 now.
perfect.
Oh,
there we go. That's all
there
you
we
needed. You fucking chuck. Regardless of whether he's down for this or not, and the player's not here, so we don't know. But you throw your Cobalt friend with as much gusto as you can manage, and from your angle, you do see him make the distance and kind of slam into, very relieved that he seems to have some armor on the front of his chest, as that seems to make full connection with this, and wrapping his arms around. You see him kind of like almost black out for a second, like he's just kind of not paying attention. But you see the stone that is larger than him slowly get absorbed into his chest as he disappears, and so does the stone, and he finds himself with his memories and name intact. Welcome back, Netters. You don't have your headphones on. And everything's good. So I'm going to get rid of this one. You chose correctly. Good job, Bert. Welcome back, Netters. Bert threw you into the correct stone. Now you have all your memories back, and you're back in the center and blind, and there's a weird sound behind you. But Bert, that's the end of your turn, I assume?
You bitch.
Yep, it is. That's what you get for leaving,
that
man.
brings us to Tatla.
The Hatla's not as busy this time, so he's gonna step in the direction that he thinks is where it was. See that it's not there. It's like shit, and he's gonna use his action to look for the green one.
Okay. I wouldn't take an action. I would say a bonus action.
Okay, then he'll use his action to dash.
Okay.
And,
You jumping for the green one?
Yep.
All right, give me your athletics, dude. Come on.
Netters, you do 20. We've got 10 minutes left in the game. I used it to help you get your memories
You
back.
can do whatever you want. You don't have to, but that is hilarious. Holy shit, you guys both rolled very well.
I mean, I
on your
rolled the deck.
inspiration.
Calm down.
That's amazing for you as an inspiration. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to downplay this like you normally hit
That
double
is in the
digits.
lower half of numbers.
It is, but not for you. Tahatla, you once again kind of springboard your way towards this last stone, extending your arms and wrapping them around. And much like the others, you are starting to feel bits of your memory, your memories, your name, your semblance of who you are. Some of them almost a little scattered, as if someone perhaps disturbed them for a moment. But you don't even recognize that you are pushing this stone into yourself as it disappears. And you find
Is it
that
eating it like a snake?
No, it is just disappearing into your stomach as you are sent back into the center and blinded. But this stone is absorbed. And Tahala, you remember who you are.
I know who
At the end of your turn, it's the specters' turns, but for a minute, it's a minute. The rest of them are all feared or dead, so they are just going to continue being feared. Bumik, it is your turn.
Bumik will come out of the blinding light. He's already gotten his stone, so he doesn't know what else to do, so he'll shoot at one of the spirits that are running off into the distance.
Running off. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
You got advantage on this one.
Yeah, they both hit.
Boop.
That's a pretty
man.
looking snake.
Those are some
all
planty
right.
rolls. I'm sorry, man.
And add 4 more points of damage.
To both?
To 1. It's just 4.
To
4
one.
total.
Okay, gotcha. So 19 total. You blast where the head would be on the specter off. It is like almost comical because now there's like a divot where like the shoulders would otherwise meet. But it is barely held together and shambling off. It does lose its fear situation because it did take damage, but it is off the map currently. It's like way over there. So I'm just gonna mark that. And it also has shit movement. So I'd be real surprised if that becomes an issue. But your 2 hits land.
Yeah, and I do remember hearing something in the center. I can't really communicate that because I'm just crying. But I will get farther away from center.
Okay, sounds good. Crying and pointing. Victor, it is your turn.
I don't remember him being such a bitch.
I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna look and see a rock over there. I'm gonna look and see a rock over there.
Mhm.
Oh, why are there still two? Did anyone touch either of these rocks? Do we know which rock is my rock?
No.
Not helpful. Okay.
Little boy in that one.
What one is what?
Would you be able to see what direction he's pointing in? With your
Oh,
readers?
no, you guys are at opposite sides of the.
Yeah, that's all you would hear. The little boy in that
Can't
one.
see anything.
Murphy.
What I'm gonna do is I guess flip a coin. Roll
RNG.
D2,
Mhm.
and one is the right one because I know which one's the right one. Well,
Athletics check, please.
athletics check.
I don't think he's
Able to make. Yep. You make connection once again and black out once again. Bert, you are overcome with nausea. I need a D6 from Bert. And also, is there a memory you would like to share with Victor as he makes a connection with you? Mm-hmm.
Would he? Okay, I gotta ask this. Would he feel emotion or just see stuff? What would
You
happen?
just for what Victor's seen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's reliving a memory, so he gets
Oh,
everything
okay.
attached to it.
So, Victor, you are stepping out into this ginormous field. It looks like farmland. You feel a great sense of timidity. You feel big, you feel strong, but you feel very, very scared about something. You're not sure about what's about to happen. As you keep walking, you notice that the fields are being worked by undead. And there, in the distance, you see a woman next to what appears to be a wormling. And you hear her say, "All set to go now?" You feel yourself. You feel again. You feel afraid, and you are very nervous of whoever the hell this is. But you don't want to speak to them. You're just nodding aggressively. Okay. Good luck, and remember, you can always come back home.
And you do remember Bert's name, and you recognize that it's not yours. And you are shifted back into the center and blinded once again as you. Oh my goodness! Okay, hold on. I was dragging your thing, and it just started absolutely stretching on my screen, and it's confused the shit out of me for just a second. But you are back to the center, and unfortunately not where you would like to be. Good, sorry.
By someone's light, I do not remember their name. That was not the right one. Big man, you are purple. Go to purple.
Purple. As all this starts to happen, the cold in the center for the three of you, Tahatla and Merp and Victor, gets intense until eventually you start to kind of hear just over your shoulders. As that happens, something seems to kind of form in that space. Bumic and, oh, I'm sorry, Bert, I didn't get to your roll. You rolled a natural 1 on your D6. As the wave of nausea and dizziness starts to come over you, you, much like Victor was feeling, start feeling some of your abilities activating without your command. You feel yourself go into a rage, and it is not a normal rage, as instead it is quite literally a blind rage. You cannot see, and you are forcibly raged at the moment. You are blind and raged. And as this happens, in the center, you all hear some kind of weird, just breathy sound over your shoulder. Before, you know what? Fuck it. Each one of you just roll me a quick D6, if you don't mind.
All of
Nobody wants to do that. Foozca, get
The
here.
three in the center, which is Victor, Tahatla, and Merp, please. Fucking Joe.
Yes.
Tahatla. All right. Victor, as you are staying there, you immediately start to feel some of the wind next to you starting to get displaced as a scythe attack is going off on you. At advantage because you're currently blinded in the center.
This duck sucker.
Yep. I imagine those both hit.
Yeah.
26 misses.
Okay, cool. Oh, good.
Reverse AC.
So, yeah, sweet, awesome. So you take some damage as something starts to slice through you in this space. For Bumic and, nope, just kidding. Bert is blind. Bumic, you are crying and unable to communicate this, but you are able to see what looks like a green kind of spectral figure in the center of this. Despite how bright it is, this green figure is visible from the outside. And you can see it swinging a giant scythe at your companions, hitting Victor twice. And then the stones shift as well.
How about that? I was looking up my 2 reaction abilities. One of them requires sight. One of them doesn't.
Okay, let's go.
They're reverse of what I would have expected. I would have expected that you zap someone who touches you wrong didn't require eyeballs.
Right, deflecting an attack does? Fuck it, let's go.
So as a reaction, we'll roll a d10 plus 4 and reduce that 11 to 2.
Very nice. Well, plus 4, right?
Oh, right.
You just said that.
Yes, I did say that. I did say that out loud even.
You
In that case, I will burn a focus point.
Okay.
And it doesn't say anything about sight, so I'm just going to push it right back to where it was.
Let's go. Let's
2 rolls in my martial arts dice, so it's 2d4 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1d4. 4 damage.
Okay, 4 damage. I'll take it. You just hear hissing as it does seem to land and do a little bit of damage, but the stones have
similar
moved.
does it sound like to Tahala?
Oh no, it doesn't sound like a snake hiss. It is very much an undead spectral kind of hiss. Not by no means a bestial sound at all. We're gonna blitz through this next round and then we'll end it after this round. But Merp, you are up.
Did when? Oh God! Did when? When Bert raged, did he hear that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. He'll kind of get on all fours, like taking over the old the kobold instincts of like being caves and staying low, but he couldn't see or hear, and then kind of crawl out of the the blind towards Bert, hopefully, like not knowing when it's going to show, obviously come up, but as soon as he can see, he's going to run up to Bert and stick him with Bertnell.
Okay.
Because
After me. He did. Where is it?
I will also mention, Kit, this doesn't take one of your rage
thank you.
counters, by the way.
It is.
Did.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot to mention that. I apologize.
It's a merpuprofen.
Merpuprofen.
Yeah.
A quick mistake, no worse.
Yep. So with that, any of those conditions, disease, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, whatever, it can't. I guess there's only one, so he'll choose blinded because that's the one that he can obviously ascertain. Go get him, buddy! Kind of slap him on the back. That unfortunately is an action, so bonus action roaring does nothing other than hype himself up. That is the end of his turn.
All right. I think Merp especially, you would be able to see that this is a different rage. There's almost like a bit of almost fear attached to it, and not that he's afraid of something that is in front of him or like a animalistic kind of fear. It almost feels like he's out of control. He's careening in a vehicle that he is not controlling at all. But Bert, as you blink around, Bert, you can see. Thankfully, you are no longer blind. But your mind is not quite your own yet. Please roll me a D10.
Again? It happened again? Oh my god.
Yeah, you rolled the worst possibility on your thing.
He probably didn't hear your roll. What do you want him to roll?
Roll a D10, please.
Thank you. Otra vez.
God damn it.
You find yourself stunned in this situation, just kind of sitting there and swaying at the moment. Unfortunately, you do lose your turn.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Can you see? Hello?
just kind of confused and in this space. Tahatla, it is your turn.
Landing.
Okay. What are you inciting right now?
This thing behind me.
What are you inciting? You can't see this.
What do you mean? I thought you said we could see it.
No, people outside. Bumic is the only one who can see it because he's outside
well,
of it.
he'll move.
You guys inside are blind.
Yeah, he'll move out.
Okay.
I thought you said we can see it outside of it. That's why I was just going with it. I was trying to make it a quick round.
Okay. Well, as you move, you would need to be further away than that to see it, and it would take an attack of opportunity on you. So, are you going to continue in that direction? Okay.
Yep.
It is going to swing on you. Oh, not advantage. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. It's just flat 19. Well, there you go. The opportunity. Roll a d10, 20. Excuse me.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, still hits you. So on your way out, you take 9 slashing into psychic.
I don't think I'm resistant to any of that, so that's fine.
I don't believe you are.
What's with all these 11s, Foos?
I don't know.
All right. So is he able to see now and do his insight stuff?
You are. It's not a beautiful view of this creature. What are you inciting for? What are you looking for?
Just the weak spots, like how to get in there, like what he should
spots. Interesting. Okay, this is absolutely like a spectral, translucent creature. And even from the outside, you can see it, but it's very much almost like kind of like the outlines of it. There's not a ton of detail. Also, it is blinding ass white in the center. But what you're getting out from it, it's hard to say. This is a ghost of some kind, and you are not used to fighting ghosts. So finding a weakness is a little difficult to do.
hit. Okay, can he swing?
Yeah, if you want to go back in and swing, absolutely.
Sure. I'm assuming that's a disadvantage.
Yeah, I do believe that's a disadvantage. Okay. Woo! That hits!
Wow.
Let's go. Okay, very nice. Damage. All right.
Can't heal.
Can't heal. Okay, good. Thank you for telling me. Those guys are still running. One of them is off map and he's running back, but there's no way he'd make it back in time. So we're gonna continue on to Bumic.
Bumic looks over at Burp. He heard Victor yell the purple one's for the big guy. He's going to use his 30-foot movement to rush over to the big guy. He's like, all right, friend, we're going for a ride. And I grab him. I use my last spell slot of the short rest to dimension door us to the purple stone.
Dope. You guys both teleport over to that space, in which, Bumic, you find yourself holding on to Bert for dear life because there's no floor here, and once you get there, he starts to... What?
Monkstone.
Rock.
Yeah, purple.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were correct. I apologize. I'm dragging the rock as well. Okay, good, there you go. I thought you said that's Tahatla. I thought you said that's Tahatla initially, and I was like, what? I was very confused. Correct. The correct rock, as you are pulled over to the space, you find yourself like grasping onto him. Bert, as you make it to the stone, you're able to kind of push it into your chest. You don't even recognize that that's what you're supposed to do. You just do it. And as that happens, your memories and your name all start kind of filtering back. And the two of you find yourself teleported back into the center. Bert, thankfully, all your memories have been restored. And you guys start to hear some crazy hissing sounds behind you. You're still crying! I forgot about that. That's the end of Bumic's turn, I believe.
I'm looking at bonus
sorry.
actions. I don't think I have anything to get me out of this situation.
All right, sounds good. That keeps us on Victor then.
I'm gonna use my last focus point to step of the wind so I can dash and disengage to get away from this scythe. I'm going to find my mouse, there it is, and step out, look around, find the one remaining rock, and run to it with my currently doubled jump distance.
Got it. With your double jump distance, I do not have you roll anything because your jumping is fantastic right now. You also close in on the rock immediately kind of assimilate with it and have it disappear into your chest. As this happens, each of you watch as Victor does this, and all of your vision, everyone's involved, starts to fade to white. And as it slowly kind of starts to come back into, you find yourselves in that white void that initially Merp and Victor found themselves in. In the distance, the enormous black eyes kind of open slowly, taking a look over the five of you. You find yourselves exactly as you were in that fight, except any effects you carried with you are now gone. Pumic has stopped crying, for example. And Bert is no longer raging.
I don't have
yourselves...
the Mega Rage? Oh, okay.
At one point, I had my action left, and I knew I was going back to where the scary ghost was, so I was winding up to punch. So I just came here and just swing at nothing.
Just white expanse. And as the eyes open and you are all kind of regarded by this, you hear a voice that the two of you had heard earlier, the other three, the first time. Fascinating. This has been fun learning about you. Carry on with your failed mission. And as the white starts to fade, you all find yourselves... Oh, go ahead.
Is there time at all in this?
No, it is very much like you hear the words and then you're out.
Okay.
Okay.
We get out, there's a dagger that gets thrown in the general direction where he thought the eyes were.
Just shucks out of nowhere. Everyone, you find yourselves face down where you were once standing in that hallway. The bodies still kind of spread around you. For both Victor and Merp, the staff and the glaive or spear that you were holding are both dropped at your sides, no longer in your grasp. Tahala just kind of shimmies on the ground for a second, but no one sees it because he's in the dark hallway. He attempts to throw a dagger and nothing happens, but you all come to. And I would say as you look over your friends or your companions and your memories are restored, you notice everyone's eyes are back to normal. There's no more white, you just are. But you can also start to hear some footsteps coming down this hallway. And that is where I believe we will end our night. As you are just about coming to in this wonderful
the staff did not break. I will try again.
I told you it didn't break. You didn't believe me.
This lovely adventure that we just had. Please whisper me your votes for inspiration for the next session. We will find someone to raid. And as usual, we have our guest kind of let everyone know where you can find them. So Rev, why don't you bring us home, man? Let us know where everyone can find you, what to do, just in case.
Indeed. Howdy, y'all. I'm Rev, a local variety streamer here on Twitch. You can find me on my channel most weekdays, where I'll be playing an assortment of video games, mostly Dragon Age, probably for another month, mostly just Dragon Age. Because I'll be beating Inquisition hopefully this coming week, and then Veilguard, until I've been told it's about 100 hours. So that'll be fun. Yeah.
Take some time. Damn.
Yeah. So we'll be knocking through that. It'll be a good time. Other than that, every other Monday I run a Pathfinder game here on Twitch where Foozca is one of my wonderful players, who joins us with her wonderful little gnome kineticist. The real heart of the party, honestly, keeps that party in check.
Two goblins, so that's probably not helping.
Yeah.
A kitsune who wants to murder everything but says he's a healer. A possessed rogue. It's all great. There's nothing wrong with this party at all.
I forgot about that.
Just generally a great time, and I'm glad I get to be here. Foozca, once again, thank you so much for inviting me and giving me a chance to be a player. It's been good.
Our absolute pleasure, and I hope we can have you back in the future as well.
Of course. I hope so too.
But with that, we're gonna go do our raid. I have never raided this person. Oh my god, it's Priest, I think. But I see a nice diverse cast, and that's nice to see sometimes. So we're gonna say hi. Everyone, please have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us. This was a shorter session for us, but I still had a blast. So thank you guys very much for being awesome. And have a wonderful night. And we'll see you next time. Our debut on Friday. Nenner's being throwing us in the Wild Wild West. Amazing.
Wild
All right,
Wild
that's next
West.
time we'll see us. Bye.
Bye.
You're definitely